Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. The 2023 C8 Z06 has been revealed, and here's everything that we know about it. So for starters, what I was not expecting, there's going to be a convertible available. There's going to be a convertible Z06 available in the first year. Now, as we thought, the Z06 is going to be powered by a 5.5-liter LT6 V8, very similar to the C8R engine, I presume. But get this, it's going to make 670 horsepower, making it the most powerful naturally aspirated engine in a production car, or so they say. This thing revs to 8,600 RPM. And as the Corvette engineers put it, they need to do a flat plane crank V8 so that the engine could rev higher to make more power. That's why they went to a flat plane crank. That LT6 has forged aluminum pistons and forged titanium connecting rods. Pretty exotic stuff. Now, the Corvette engineers said from the outside the car sounded good. It still had a similar, somewhat Corvette rumble, but from the inside, it didn't really sound that great. So they redesigned the exhaust tips so that they're like a reverse megaphone, and they project sound back into the cabin as well as on the outside. So you get a nice visceral experience from the interior, and when you drive by someone, they get a good experience too. Now, the Z06 is going to have magnetic ride suspension, 6-piston Brembo brakes up front, and available carbon ceramics on the Z07 pack. Now, as for the exterior, the doors, roof, and hatch are all the same. Everything else is different on the Z06. It's 3.6 inches wider than the standard Stingray. It's got 20-inch wheels up front, 21-inch wheels out back, and the rear wheels are wrapped in a Trojan Magnum-sized 345 section width tire. That's huge. As I said earlier, there is the Z07 package available, and with the Z07 Aero, it creates 734 pounds of downforce at 186 miles an hour. Another new thing for Corvette, on the Z07 pack, I believe, I'm not sure if you can get it on the standard Z06, carbon fiber wheels that save 40 pounds per wheel. With the Z07 pack, you can also get carbon ceramic brakes, you can get a carbon fiber wing, and it'll do 0 to 60 miles an hour in just 2.6 seconds. And it'll pull 1.2 lateral Gs in the corners. And according to the designers, 11,000 color combinations, interior-exterior color combos, are available. I don't know how that's possible, but I'm the idiot with the camera and he's the interior designer for Corvette, And carbon fiber interior trim is available on the Z06s. Now, in the reveal, they said that the car was heavily tested on the Nürburgring. We kind of knew this prior because there was all sorts of footage of the Z06s doing laps around the Nürburgring, the spy shots that we all saw. I personally posted some on my channel. And this Z06 will come in right-hand drive for those European Corvette enthusiasts. Now, my opinion on the Z06, I love it. I am absolutely in love with it. Now, the one thing I don't really like about it is in some of the footage, you couldn't tell if it was a Z06. It didn't look that different from the standard Stingray. They say it's 3.6 inches wider. 3.6 inches, unfortunately, is not that much, as I've been told. But I think they could have made it a little bit wider. In some of the shots, you can't really tell that it's a Z06. In others, you definitely can, though. But as me and my brother were actually talking about, with the C6 Z06, you could tell that it was a Z06. With the C5, not so much. But the C6 generation especially, you could tell when there was a base C6 Corvette and when there was a Z06 Corvette. The body looked so much different. It looked so much cooler. So I just personally wish it was a little bit wider. Other than that, I'm in love with what Corvette has done here. They are really going to make the other exotic manufacturers think twice about what they're doing, because Corvette just brought this plethora of performance, supercar performance, to a whole new demographic. And I love that. You're going to get a lot of hardworking people that aren't multimillionaires that can actually now have multi-million-dollar performance in a sports car. GM has literally improved a car to give a more affordable supercar to everyone, and everyone's complaining about the sound of it and the way that it looks. They literally changed the engine position and they changed the crankshaft. I'm all for legacy. I said it in my last C8 Z06 update video. I'm all for legacy and stuff, but why would you keep a car slower to retain a legacy? Corvette has always been about pushing the limit, getting faster, getting better. And in the recent generations, we saw that with the C5, with the C6, with the C7. I love my C5 Corvette, but if Chevy still made a car that was equivalent to my C5, I'd be pretty disappointed, and as would the rest of the world. Chevy has literally made supercars available to another demographic who wouldn't normally be able to afford one, or else if they were able to afford one, it would be like a 10-year-old Lamborghini or Ferrari. Good luck maintaining that. Which brings me to another point, because they didn't say anything about price, which is kind of odd. And one other little thing that I noticed that I'm not sure if anyone else did, on some of the shots where the Corvette was on the dyno, the front wheels were spinning. GM didn't say that this was rear-wheel drive. We're all assuming it is. But in a few of those shots, the Corvette was on a dyno with all four wheels spinning. So just something interesting that I noticed. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Happy motoring.